In this tutorial, I will explain what is cosine similarity, IDF modified cosine similarity, and I will explain through examples how we can calculate traditional cosine similarity and IDF modified cosine similarity for text documents, and I will show how to write code for both traditional cosine similarity and IDF modified cosine similarity. First of all, cosine similarity. Actually, for a given two vectors A and B, the cosine similarity cos theta can be represented as a equivalent dot product formula A dot B divided by modulo of A into modulo of B, and it can be represented in a magnitude form like this, where AI is a component of vector A and BI is a component of vector B. Now suppose we have an example which contains text 1 and text 2. Now how to calculate cosine similarity between text 1 and text 2? For this, first of all, we will identify all distinct word or unique words in both text. So this is the list of all distinct word calculated and extracted from text 1 and text 2. And next we will identify the unique words, frequency of unique words in text 1 and text 2. Vector A will represent the frequency of these unique words in text 1 and vector B will represent the frequency of unique words in text 2. So for example, Julie comes once in text 1, so its frequency is 1, and so on. Now first calculate the numerator. To calculate the numerator, I will take the product of vector A and vector B and take summation. For example, AI BI means, for example, A1 B1 plus A2 B2, and here in this case it will be like 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 into 2, and so on. So after calculating such a way, the vector AI BI it will be equivalent to 9. Similarly, we can calculate the vector A here like A1 square plus A2 square plus, and so on. This will be equivalent to, for vector A, like 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square, like that, and then plus 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, and it will be equivalent to 12. It is given here. And similarly we will calculate this part, this part, which is equivalent to 10.0, and then we can calculate the cosine similarity between text A, text 1 and text 2, and which is equal to 0.821, like this. Now for text documents, the value of cosine similarity will ranges from 0 to 1, because frequency of terms or IDF value of terms cannot be negative. Now the problem is, if we just calculate the cosine similarity, then from this table it is clear that cosine similarity, traditional cosine similarity, considers just frequency of the occurrence of words in the corresponding text. But it is important to note that a word may have a different level of importance in a particular text. For example, this word may have a different importance in text 1 and different importance in text 2. There may be some cases, means first case may be like a difference in importance. Second case may be like difference in length of text. So in this case, how to calculate the effective cosine similarity between two texts? So in this case, instead of just calculating the frequency of occurrences, we use inverse document frequency, and the modified form of cosine similarity is IDF modified cosine similarity. Here X represents text 1 and suppose Y represents text 2. Then in this case, TFWX is term frequency of word W in text 1. For example, suppose if we take term loves, then TFW will be equivalent to 2. Now the next part is TFWY. This means term frequency of word W in text 2. So same in this case, if we consider the same word love, then its frequency will be equivalent to 1. Now this part is IDF of word W. This IDF is called inverse document frequency, and it can be calculated as where n is equal to corpus size and n is equal to total number of documents or count of documents which contains word W. So we can use some standard document collections like DBpedia or Wikipedia or some standard document sets or some collections to calculate the IDF score. Now the denominator of the term may be like term frequency this is equivalent to this part. The only difference is we have used inverse document frequency of the term I. Means suppose if you want to calculate this part, then here we will use same process as we used here. We just multiply its IDF frequency and then take whole square, and then similarly for this calculation we will take term frequency same as we take here in the calculation of this, and then we multiply the IDF and take whole square. Now we will show how to write code for this. So we will go just explain everything through a simple Java code examples. This is a Java code examples for the same text. So in this Java implementation, I have used a class value. This class value stores the values, stores frequency of terms, and used next is the cosine similarity class. Next there is a class cosine similarity. In this there is a subclass, nested subclass is value, which stores the which stores the frequency values. And then we have use a simple calculation scheme to identify the vector AB part, this part, and this part. This is equivalent to this explanation. And after that it is easy to calculate. You can download the source code from my website, cosine similarity. And similarly in IDF modified cosine similarity, we have used similar class structure. The main class is IDF modified cosine similarity. There is a subclass called class value. It stores value 1 and value 2. And we use this subclass to store frequency values of words in two different text collections. So this is just steps to calculate the frequency vectors for text 1. This is steps to calculate the frequency vectors in text 2. And after that we add additional step to calculate the IDF inverse document frequency. To calculate the inverse document frequency, I have used Lucene based indexing system to index all DBpedia documents, and then we calculated the inverse documents. This means number of documents which contains the given word, and then calculated the inverse document frequency by using the total count of or total length of DBpedia corpus. Now this is the part of code used for calculation of IDF. This is used by Lucene indexing, and in this case we have used a reference library called Lucene indexing. So you can see this Lucene indexing, Lucene core 3.6.2 jar file. We have used this Lucene indexing and call these class functions here related to Lucene indexing. And this will return the count of documents which contains a particular word. Now this is the index directory path. To identify the index directory path, actually this index directory path contains the complete indexing of DBpedia abstracts. To calculate the DBpedia indexes, we can use our source code to calculate the indexes of entire DBpedia documents. This is the source code that you can download to calculate the indexing, and after running the source code you will find the dbpedia indexes folder like this.